Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back to Tarot Tuesday, the used to be weekly tarot session in which I read one card for you for free. It has been a hot minute though, and I can't wait to see who all's here and also to share with you what's been going on. Why have I been gone for so long? Why did I have to be gone for so long? So I know I have Lori in here already. Hi, Lori. Oh my goodness. Okay, so while we wait for everybody to kind of trickle in, I'm going to light some candles that I have recently made. So, why I've been gone for a month. It's been a month. You guys might remember that I said I was about to go into real estate school. I was about to get my real estate license. So I couldn't necessarily be here Tuesday nights because Tuesday nights I was in class, and I was also in class Thursdays, and I was in class all day Saturdays. So I was studying my behind off. Hey Lilith, what's up? And oh my gosh. Okay, so I have a Gothic master's degree, right? A master's degree in Gothic literature. I'm a pretty intelligent person. I don't think that I'm completely dumb. There's some things that are hard for me to grasp, but for the most part, I learn pretty easily, right? When I tell you that this class made me question everything that I knew true about myself, y'all, this is a hard class. If you're going to go get your real estate license, I'm here for you. I'll help you. I know how hard it was. But when I tell you how hard it is, it was awful. It was awful. So I cried a lot and I studied a lot when I wasn't in class. I was studying. I had a big, huge book that we had to go through. We had to know all the Florida laws in regards to selling real estate. And of course, being a realtor, we had to understand, here's a random piece of knowledge that I know I will never use again, even as a realtor. Do you guys know how many square feet are in an acre? Do you? I now have this embedded in my brain. I now have embedded 43,560. Never going to use that again, guys. Never going to use it again. But I remember 43,560. It's the amount of square feet in an acre. How many acres are in a section of a township? 640. I know all this dumb stuff. So that kind of stuff I had to commit to memory, and it has been very long. And the other part of what made that class difficult is it's very different than literature. In literature, it is read this, read in between the lines, give me an analysis that is unique, right? And with real estate, it is black and white. There's law, right? And so you are memorizing facts. You're not synthesizing facts yet. You are memorizing facts so that way when you get to a situation, you can analyze the situation and recall those facts for a solution. And it has been a hot minute since I had to memorize anything. So it was very specific. Well, it was very specific. It was crazy specific. All right, if you are watching here and you are out there just kind of not sure what to do in order to get a card read, it's really simple. Tell me in the comments, hey, I'd like for you to pull a card. Do I require you to give me an actual question? No, I do not. No, I do not. If you want me to answer a specific question, I will. But for the most part, do not require you to give me an actual question. How does my gift work since it's been a while and I might have new people watching? Basically, I have my tarot. I also have, where's my oracle? I have my oracle cards, and I also have my divination coins. I will pull a tarot card. I pull differently than anybody else that you've ever seen, probably. I go by touch. And then I will look at the card, whatever images come up into play, I will use the images to divine a message for you. I will also look at the guidebook and see what words are bolded, because part of my gift is being able to see bolded words. And those bolded words are the important pieces of that message. Tonight's cards, by the way, I have a new deck that I bought myself. A friend of mine was gifted this deck. And when she opened it, I fell in love with it. I was like, oh, and I don't even like gold, but I was like, oh, that's so pretty. So I had to go and get myself the deck. These are gold foil, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I've got the new gold foil. I love it. So pretty. So we have our new deck here. And then as far as Oracle goes, I decided to get a little help from the Fae. And I have my Fae Oracle deck. All right. So we have Lori and we have Lilith. All right. So Lori, let's get you going. I know they're so pretty. Lori, I see you reclining. Like I don't know. In my head, it's a brown recliner, like you're sitting in a brown recliner. But then I also see a computer desk. I don't understand. Like it's a mixed image. It's like you in a recliner, but you also sitting at a computer desk. That's so weird. Oh, it's a blue recliner. Okay. Do you work from that recliner a lot? Like, do you surf the internet and that's kind of like your command center? Because maybe that's why I'm thinking it's a computer desk. Oh, you have the Four of Swords. Interesting. I immediately, when I see this card, I see the stained glass up at the front, right? I see that image in the stained glass. And it's a weird image to me because almost I want to feel like there is some type of bargaining that's happening with this. But then it doesn't feel like a bargain either. It feels like a service. Like they're exchanging service because he looks like he's playing an instrument. Very interesting. Four of Swords. Let's see which bolded word you get. Rest. Chaos of the three is a word, like is a phrase in here. So I have rest that gets bolded out, and then chaos out of three, and then solitary. What's up, Gail? So, Lori, has there been 3 different things within this last month that's occurred that has just kind of upended life for a moment? I know that that's been the last year, right? That's been the last year. But there's like these 3 specific things that have occurred within weeks of each other. And those things have kind of turned things upside down for a bit. You are at a point where things are leveling off, so they're kind of back to normal. But there's these 3 things that kind of threw things off. What the biggest message I'm getting is like you are wanting to push through You're wanting to push through. You want to just push and get it done. Push and get it done. You're being told to rest. There are things within your body that are not liking the momentum that you're at right now, and you need to rest. Okay? So that's your message, is you need some rest, and you need some by yourself time too. Like there's been a lot of like just voices around you for some reason. You need a little bit of solitary time. So things are off. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what this feels like. It feels like there's static. Like there's just a lot going on, and you need a break and you need some rest. All right. So there you go, Lori. Rest. You're horrible about resting. Rest. And Gail, I will absolutely put you and Robert on there. Not a problem. Gail, Robert. And Gail, thank you for reminding everybody to put something in the comments for me. So that way we can know who you're in, if you're in here or what. So there was a question that I was asked off live, but was asked to address. And one of the things that I got asked was, now that I have my real estate license, like what's going to change for this? What's changing for this? And I don't want this to change. I truly missed my Tarot Tuesdays. I missed connecting with you guys. I miss connecting and having time with my cards. It's a pretty important thing. I feel very spiritually unbalanced right now because I had to spend a lot more time devoted to brain things than what I consider my heart stuff. But I have made some really cool things occur over the last month. And so I know that my guides are here. My guides are watching me and they're like, this is what you're supposed to do. So Tarot Tuesday will continue. As long as I'm not having a system shut down or anything like that, you know that we'll do this. All right. And Gail, I'm glad that Gail's here. Gail and Riley and I have been working on a podcast. And so we will soon be relaunching. We did an initial launch and had some technical issues. So now we're going to be doing a relaunch of our podcast. And that's exciting news as well. So that's what we're going to be doing. All right, guys? That's where we are. Gail, what is this? You guys are going to be so disappointed when I tell you what this is. All it is crystal light. It's fruit punch crystal light. I like it. All right. And I etched that spider on. I took glass etching and etched the spider, and then I took, was it rub and buff, black rub and buff, and it made him black. It's the glass that makes it fancy, right? It is the glass that makes it fancy. That's why I chose it, because I was like, no, look at me, oh, fancy. All right, let's go. Let's do this. All right, Lilith, this is your card. Ooh, Lilith, the moment I want to connect to your energy, I'm getting taken to like a dream realm. Like, I don't know what this is. Like, I instantly seen red, but there's like gray. And I can recognize that this isn't this realm. This is a dream realm. So is your question about your dream realm? Okay, so you do have a candle and you wanted to talk about the dream realm. Okay. All right. Yeah, because like instantly there's red and gray and it's like dreams. You got the Ten of Swords. And my eye is absolutely instantly drawn to how many are in his back, right? And this, when I see this, there's two things that come to play in here. And it is sabotage of others, but sabotage of yourself. And I know that you're wanting to know about your dreams. So do you feel like others are pulling you away from that realm? And are you willingly staying away or not doing all that you can in there? Let's see what words are rolled. I see, okay, so I see the two side-by-side Liliths, right? But it's weird because they're not going the same speed. There's the Lilith that's walking very, very slow, and then there's the Lilith that looks like they're just running. And you are only able to go as fast as the slow Lilith. You're not able to run, and you're not able to go any faster. The slow Lilith is taking you. Why? That makes no sense. Hold on, that makes no sense. Okay, I don't, this makes no sense to me. Dessert. Not desert. Dessert, like sweets. Sweets. That's what I'm being shown, is sweets. This is all over the place. Like, your dreams are just absolutely chaos right now. There's no order. Betrayal. Victim mentality. Betrayal and victim mentality. It's a card that's basically saying, for you in this instance, you're keeping yourself where you are. That's the whole thing. That's why I see the slow Lilith and the Lilith running. Like, you really do want to get further. You want to delve deeper into these dreams. You want to understand that realm a little bit better. But you are sabotaging yourself somehow in this whole thing. I don't know if it is. So as I say, I don't know if it is, I get the word spell. I don't know if it is a spell that is something that you did to connect to your dream realm within that spell work that you did, or within that manifestation that you did. There's something within that isn't working the way you think it is. And so it's keeping you down. You've sabotaged yourself in this connection. Yeah, they're not really in order. Okay. Yeah, you've put something in place that is keeping your dreams from being what you want them to be. Does that make any sense, Lilith? I hope so, because man, this is crazy. This is a crazy one. How would I fix the spell? For the most part, what you're trying to figure out is what elements have you used, and what are their dualities? Because every element has a duality. And sometimes within that duality, even though we mean for the element to have this type of intention, it is still a thing with its own choices. So it's like it will still come out as the opposite of what you intended it to be, especially if you have been distracted during the spell work, especially if you have rushed the spell. Sometimes you won't catch the duality, and you won't, if you have something that has a dual meaning to it, you need to put something in place, some type of verbiage in place that really lets it know what it's there for. So that way there's no mistaking that intention. So if you've done something like that, look at everything that you've done within the spell and find which things has a duality and whether or not that duality could prevent you from being where you want to be. Then once you figure it out, take it out. Redo the spell. Redo the spell. You can, nothing says you can't redo a spell, right? It depends on your own belief system on how you cancel out a spell, but you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Next is Gail. Gail. I like these cards a lot. I like how they feel in my hand. And again, like, I'm not a fan of gold, but these are really just beautiful cards. I got another set. This was the other set that my husband actually bought me. It has a triple moon, but they're not in color. I can't remember what the name for these cards are, but there's a specific name for cards that aren't in color. I know you brined yesterday. All right. And everybody's like, what is she talking about? Shh, don't tell. Don't tell. All right, Gail. Gail, do you have a blanket around your shoulders again? Like a security blanket. It feels like a security blanket. You just got a blanket around your shoulder. What is that? You have a jacket on. Okay. I remember the hoodie that you let me borrow and I ended up keeping because, like, you never came and got it back. It was a red hoodie with, like, a little dwarf on it, like Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. I want to say it was Grumpy was on it. Ah, you have the Hanged Man. I stand in correction. This isn't the Hanged Man, but the way it looked when I saw it. So I'm going to go with that's part of it. It's actually the Eight of Swords. Why would I think it was the Hanged Man? Are you... The Hanged Man coming to my first thought with this card makes me think that there is something that you're very indecisive about right now. And the Eight of Swords is what you're indecisive about. Okay. Got it. So let's see. Feeling trapped. Self-imposed barriers. Shed. So there is a thing. Hey, Derry, what's up? Gail, you are definitely on the fence on whether or not you are reevaluating your own boundaries. And there's a part of you that is starting to step back and wonder whether or not your boundaries are too much. Are they too much? Are you overly sensitive about things? I am going to tell you, and the cards are going to tell you, doing that hinders you. Doing that is like putting a blindfold on you and asking you to make decisions, because now you don't know where you stand anymore, because now you're doubting yourself, right? You can't actually make a decision because now you're in this mode of, am I what I think I am? You are. Stand in your power. Claim what doesn't feel good. Say it. It's the only way that you're going to get around from feeling trapped. Okay? All right, Robert. Now that I've just like completely yelled at Gail through the cards, right? Yep, you do, Gail. That's exactly it. You have to shed that people pleasing aspect and stand in your own power. If it makes you uncomfortable, you have not done anything wrong by voicing it. Haven't. And you're not making any, like, it's not, no. You do what you need to do, Gail. Okay? I'm going to blow this out real quick. No, you can just stay. I saw on the, like, camera here, I've got one that's just losing its mind. It's like, I'm going to start a fire in here. See? All right. Let's go with Robert. Robert, does your shoulder hurt? Do you have an achy shoulder? Like it feels pinched. Feels like it's been popped out of place almost. Why does he look sad? Why is this a very stoic face? Like this doesn't feel like there's, I mean it does. It feels very stoic. Very, there's just this like cast of skepticism over it. Right? But he feels very stoic in nature. Just, you know, he's a very stoic person. Okay. Okay, his shoulder does hurt. And what is he sorry about the candle issue? Did he make that flame go up? Boy, do you know who you messing with? Gotta laugh. Okay. Let's get you a card, Robert. Hmm. You got the Two of Swords. Okay? The Two of Swords. But they were in shadow. I find it pretty cool that you can see a star. Right? See a star through the reflection. See the star coming from behind them and me noticing that, it makes me feel like you have a lot of power behind you. Like there's a lot of things that I think that you don't realize, and I think that might be the reason why this was in shadow. You often feel that you don't have support. Like I hear the things like I'm in this alone. Um, I feel detachment. I feel detachment, Robert. Um, and so for this message for you right now is like there's a lot of times that you feel detached, you feel um kind of on your own. These are your own blinders because in reality, you have a very powerful back, right? The people that stand behind you, they have your back. You can make whatever decision you wanted to make and they would have your back. Like that's how powerful this is. Like even if you're wrong, they're going to let you run with it and not like make you lose face in public, but they would come to you in private, right? And then they would figure out how to make sure you still don't lose face in public when you want to change your side, right? Like these people really want the best for you. And so they're always trying to help you. But there is, for whatever reason, this detachment, Robert. You don't see it. And I don't know where that comes from. Um, I say I don't know where that comes from. I feel where it comes from, but not going to say it in public. But there's a detachment there. Okay. You have a really strong back. Whatever decision that you've been worried about making, you can make that decision and know that even if you fall on your face, you will have people to pick you back up. Okay? Okay. I hope that makes sense. All right. We have come to the end of the list now. So if you are, oh no, Derry, you wanted a card, didn't you? Come on. Let's get you a card. I was like, wait a minute. Derry's here. Let's get Derry a card. Did you want me to read you? I'm not going to read you if you don't want me to. Sometimes people are here just to chill, and that's okay. All right? That is okay. But did I lose everybody? Hopefully not. It's not the summertime yet. You remember during the summertime here? If you're here for Tarot Tuesday during the summer, understand a couple of things happen. One, storms will take me out as far as my head goes, completely out, right? The other thing is that it will knock out my internet. Rain will knock out the internet. So sometimes we can be in the middle of this and it starts to rain and I completely die. I'll come back if I can. All right, Gail. He says it makes sense. All right. And Derry, do you want me to read you? Are you still here? I don't know if she's still here. I've been sending out also, I managed to kind of like etch in a little bit of time where I've been sending just random postcards and random stickers to people just because. Um, so I've had them like on my Facebook. I told them like send me a PM, send me your address, and I will send you a random just silly postcard. If you're hearing this, do you want me to do that? Send me a message through Facebook or Instagram. That's it. Dawn, how are you? I can absolutely give you a reading. All right. I'll read Dawn while we wait to hear from Derry, whether or not Derry wants a reading. So Dawn, you are a new one here. What I am going to do right now is I am going to reach out and try to feel your energy. Um, and that will allow me to kind of see some things around you. And when I know that this is you, I'll give you a confirmation of what I feel or what I see. So that way I know it's your energy that I've connected to, okay? And I got a beanbag in my head. I have I saw the color pink. Okay, I saw the color pink and I saw a beanbag for some reason, but I also see like fuzzy things. Um, yeah. It's not like it doesn't feel like you're a cutesy person either, so that's why I'm wondering like why do I see pink and fuzzy things? Because it doesn't feel like you're a cutesy person. Is that right? Yeah, not really. You're not really a cutesy person. Okay. But you have like I want to say there's plushies. Like there's something fuzzy. And it's an abnormal thing and I don't know why I'm seeing it. With one of ours, oh, your daughter has fuzzies. Okay. All right. I was like, why do I see this? Because you're not this. All right. That makes sense. And now I'm seeing sandals. Don't know why. Okay. Let's get you a card. You've got a lot of things that want to be said tonight. Are you at a moment in your head where there's a lot of questions going on in your life? Like there's a lot of what ifs and should I and how? Um, it feels like you're questioning a lot of things. Okay. Some of these things have to do with finance, don't they? You've got the Nine of Pentacles, but you got it in reverse. Um, Nine of Pentacles, when I look at the imagery on here, okay, you see the imagery. She's got a beautiful bird, and there is plenty of grapes, right? It's an abundance card, but this is in reverse. So this means financially, things are depleting. Things are not as prosperous as you once had it, and you're feeling that. And so a lot of these questions have to do with how do I get out of this? How do I make this go away? Will this go away? What's going on with this? So these questions are surrounding all of these what ifs, right? You've been offered a job or you've been offered an opportunity. Because I say those two different things, okay? Employment means you work for somebody else. Opportunity means you have an opportunity to work for yourself. All right. But there's this question of do I take it? Because you're already in a point where it struggles and this isn't guaranteed. This is also something new, right? I am never going to tell a person, never going to tell a person that you absolutely should or shouldn't do something. I am not living your life, right? And cards are cards. What I will tell you is that the message you get, you've been shown a lot of little symbols, that point to your answer, right? But you're denying that answer out of your own fear, right? There's a fear there. But you've been shown that answer. You know what you're supposed to do. Your spirit guides have already kind of led you to what you need to do. You either live in that fear and continue to doubt the messages, or you take the leap and you understand the messages fully. Okay? You have been getting those messages, haven't you? Because this feels like as soon as I said that, you were just like, you're like, I don't want to do this. And who do I have next? I have Sarexa. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to say your name. I hate mispronouncing names. Cereculum? I cannot. I am so sorry. Number synchrony. Yes. Yes. Dawn. And then there was a bird. Dawn. I believe there was a bird too. That's why you had a bird on your card. All right. I will give you a reading. Can you give me the phonetic way of, I say phonetic, like sound it out the way I can pronounce your name, because I hate mispronouncing names. That is so disrespectful to me. I do not want to disrespect anybody that comes to my channel. So, Cirque. Okay. Okay. Did I say that right? Cirque? Okay. All right. Cirque, let's get you a card, all right? You have people around you, don't you? You have people around you. Your area feels busy. So like in our last reading, we were talking about financial things being the question. You got cups, and you got cups in shadow. So this has to do with your emotions. You've got a lot of stuff that's I get the emotionally not there, emotionally unavailable. That's what I keep, emotionally unavailable. So you're dealing with somebody that is emotionally unavailable, and you are pouring your heart out, and it's not being reciprocated. You have the 9 of Cups. Anytime the cups are upside down, that tells me that you're not happy. If it was a right side up, I'd be like, oh yeah, everything's cool, right? But you're not happy emotionally wise. This is you at a state that it's not an overreactive state. It's just a state of, I saw this coming. Saw this coming. See what your words give. All right. See what your words give. Because your words will also let me know. What's up, Beth? No, it's not too late. Yeah. Okay. So you're not only just emotionally disconnected right now, but you also feel like the present place you're in your life, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, you look around and you're like, oh, I should be further. You're wanting it to be just this end all be all happiness, and you're not there right yet. That focus, like focusing in on what doesn't feel good, I know seems like the way to make things get better, but they're not. What you need to focus on right now, and I hate telling people what they need to do. So what I would do, say that, what I would do, I would start looking at the things that each day bring me joy in doing those. Doing those things. I don't care what anybody else says about it. If they ask you why you're doing it, tell them because it brings me joy. Okay, that's it. That's all. It brings me joy. I'm happy when I do this. All right. But you have been dividing yourself up for others and not bringing yourself joy. So now everything feels off in your life. Everything is not where it should be as you perceive it. Give yourself moments of joy. Pure joy, authentic joy, right? If you like watching babies eat lemons for the first time and you laugh to the point where you're almost peeing yourself, watch the lemons. Okay? I watch babies eating lemons when I'm having a sad day. I'm not going to lie. All right? That stuff cracks me up. Those little faces cracks me up. The distrust they finally have in their parents is like, that cracks me up. All right? So, what brings you joy? What makes you feel whole? Do those things, because as you do those things, then pieces that you think should be in a certain place, you'll see that they fit where they need to fit. Okay? Not where everybody else says they need to fit. All right? Okay. And Beth. Let's get Beth. I always feel the dog. I always feel Beth's dog. Like somewhere in the house, either the dog is finally kind of chill or the dog is having zoomies and is like barking. That's what I hear from Beth all the time. So let's go. Beth, why doesn't your house feel like your house? Why does your house are you guys doing some kind of work to your house? Because your house does not feel like your house. Something's off. Like you're comfortable, but you're not. Yes, you are doing something to your house. Okay, because I was like, this is not your house. What's going on? there's something new here. Wait. All the landscaping. All right. Do you not like it? All right, because it's like, I don't know, it's the first thing that I felt, so it kind of either feels like there's something you don't like about it. Okay, when it's done, right now you don't like it. Okay, I was like, what's going on? Look, I'm trying to get my whole front yard to look like dirt, okay? I hate grass. I want nothing but little clover and whatever ground cover that's not grass. And I want fruit trees and I want vegetables growing everywhere. Can't get vegetables to grow at all in my yard. They die. Because I need fruit trees for shade. All right. How much garlic did you put in your meal? Smell garlic. I smell garlic. And I haven't cooked tonight, so it's not my garlic. Enough. Enough. I said truly like somebody who loves garlic, okay? I put enough, you mind your business, all right? All right, you got the Empress and you got it in shadow. All right. So the Empress, by the way, is the divine female, right? She is the Empress, right? She is what gives creation energy, right? But you got it in shadow. So it tells me, like, right now, you are not feeling yourself. You are not feeling like the complete baddie that you are. You are feeling a little rundown. You are feeling, I don't want to use the word less attractive, but that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like you're having more of, and every person has these days. Every person has the, like, I feel fat and ugly days, right? Like it feels like you're having those type of low days more often. You're doubting yourself more often than you used to. You're wanting to go back to that. You were a hermit for a bit, right? You're wanting to go back. You're wanting to kind of retreat for some reason. Something has made you feel less than. And so you're trying to retreat. You are an empress. You are a divine female. Your body is made of stardust, right? Like, you are exactly the way you're supposed to be. And yes, you are tired from working so much, but that tired does not translate into being less than. All right. The amount of work that you do does not equate in whether or not you are good enough or not good enough. Right. The fact is that you exist, you breathe, and that makes you good enough. That's it. You exist, and your mere existence is a miracle. Miracle. Right? How many things can go wrong in a pregnancy, yet your mother's pregnancy brought you to this world, right? So you are divine. And that's the message you have to listen to today. Remind yourself that you are part of divinity, right? Christians believe that we were created in the image of God. Pagans believe that we have created the image of God, right? Whatever you believe, you're special. You were put here in a different body than anybody else. And that makes us cool. So quit doubting yourself. Quit doubting yourself. You're a baddie. All right? That's right. It is okay not to be perfect. It is quite okay not to be perfect. And if people don't like that, they can go attempt to find perfect, because guaranteed all they're going to find is a word. They're not going to find an it, right? They're not going to find a person that's perfect. If they don't like you for who you are, it's fine. Go on. I like myself. I like myself. Whatever. Okay? You are perfect as you. You are perfect as you. We used to tell the kids when they said that they wanted to do something perfectly. My husband was real quick to tell them there's only one thing in this world that's perfect, and that's that word. So that way it gave them permission to fail. It gave them permission not to have to do it perfectly, right? They could fall on their face and be able to get back up, because nobody's perfect. So don't let people make you think you have to be. You don't. You don't. All right. I can tell you I have made some major mistakes in my life, yet some reason why you guys still stick around. That's right. That's exactly it. You have a man that loves you. You have people around you that also love you. Like, no, you're surrounded by love. You're surrounded by love. People that love you for you even when you don't like you. That's how much they love you, right? Even when you don't like yourself, they look at you, and like Frank will look at you and like, she's hot, right? Even on days you're like, I don't feel it. So don't worry about the people that don't like your imperfections. You don't have to fake it. All right, let's get a guiding card. I'm going to use the Fae deck, the Fae Oracle deck. Let's get that and find our guiding card for the week. You're welcome, Beth. Thank you everybody for showing up tonight. I know it's been a month, so I was expecting maybe 2 people. So I appreciate everybody that showed up. Make sure you hit like and subscribe for me, because then you get notified when I go live next week. And if I will put up shorts once in a while, and I will also put up videos once in a while. I really want to get better at doing that more often. I really do. Because on TikTok, I did it like 3 or 4 times a day, and then TikTok made me mad, and I've lost the drive to do that anymore. But I need to start doing that here. All right. I'm glad I'm back too, Beth. Let's get our guiding card for the week. What do we need to be aware of until next Tuesday? What's going down in our world? Friendship. Oh, that's cute. I love this card. When individuals with common bonds cross your paths, friendship is discovered. So this tells me we're going to get some new friends this week. You're going to meet some people that'll help you network. Yeah. You're going to get to meet new people this week and not make them like, you're going to be my friend. No, but make them into friends. Be friendly with them. For some reason, this week wants you to have them in your life. So let's put them in our lives so that way we can find out what's the purpose later. All right? All right. All right, my lovelies. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here after a month of me gone. I appreciate you. And as always, be happy, be safe. Remember that I love you. And I will see you next Tuesday.